Let me confess at the outset that I am a Baren fan. There, I've said it. And now that it's out in the open, you can judge for yourself whether my comments in this review are perhaps influenced by my fandom. Oh, I don't mean I just fall for anything that comes out of Baren. For example, M4 Virginia blend is one of my favorite Virginias of all time. And in fact, it's in my all-time tobacco top 10. But M4 Burley blend isn't burly enough for me. But I do like Baren's well enough so that I have this fantasy of smoking my way through their entire catalog. I'm also partial to English and Balkan blends. I love the way Latakia rolls around on my tongue, even the way it's pronounced, and how Orientals conjure images of men who keep their tobacco in the toe of a Persian slipper. So, when Baren announced that they were releasing a brand new blend called Latakia Latakia Rollcake, I waited, poised and patiently, the way a dog waits for a baby to drop food on the floor. And when the tins hit the shelves, I snagged 3 of them. Did I buy too many? Or not enough? Well, here are my smoking notes of Latakia rolls, then you can be the judge. Hi friends, it's David Dorian Ross here, the founder of the Virtual Pipe Club, and this is the Virtual Pipe Club on YouTube. Now, if you haven't ever been here before, on this channel you can find tobacco reviews and tips and tricks on how to get more pleasure out of your pipe smoking experience. And of course, the live streams and the recordings of the live streams of our weekly Virtual Pipe Club meetings. But don't expect any of that to come from an expert of some kind. I'm just a guy who loves his hobby and is endlessly fascinated by pipes and premium tobacco and pipe culture. And if that's okay with you, then here's my invitation. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you know every time I put up a new video. And now, let me talk about Latakia Rollcake. Cracking open a tin of tobacco is a curious thing. You can only do it once. There's that brief, satisfying hiss as the vacuum seal is broken and the air rushes into the can. Every time I open up a new tin of tobacco, I feel like I'm taking a peek, or I guess in this case a whiff, inside the lost Ark of the Covenant. But this time around, the tin notes were not exactly what I was expecting. You know, with a name like Latakia Rollcake, I expected to be kicked in the face by that heady, smoky scent of burning camel dung. Yeah, I know that's only a rumor. But instead, the scent was surprisingly mild, polite, well manicured. Yes, there was a tiny bit of the barnyard in the smell, and wood fire too, but it was more like a cook fire than a campfire. And there was something cooking on that fire as well. It was vaguely beefy. It reminded me of all things like a good French onion soup. And there was something else in there that I couldn't quite put my finger on. I followed Per Jensen's instructions, and I took out 3 coins, folded them over, and tucked them into the bowl of my rusticated Peterson billiard with a P-lip stem. A little bit of rubbed out bit sat on top of the bowl to act as kindling, and I applied the match. The tobacco was the perfect degree of dryness right out of the tin. The first 2 draws brought a generous cloud of smoke into my mouth. Smoke. You know, there's got to be a better word for that when referring to a pipe. Smoke is something that comes out of the tailpipe of your car or the lit end of a Marlboro cigarette. What comes out of a pipe is a vapor, a perfumed exhalation from the lips of the god of the tobacco plant. Anyway, this vapor was full and rich with flavor, like dark black Indian chai tea, complete with a bit of spice right in the midst. Yes, there was definitely pepper right from the very beginning. And although I'm not typically a retrohaler, I did use it this time around because it made the taste and the smell much more full. By mid-bowl, the flavors began to come into focus on my taste buds. I tend to taste in colors, And Latakia Rollcake tastes light to medium brown, tan even. By comparison, GLP's Gaslight tastes dark brown and black. It was a thick smoke, there I go using that word again, that was definitely chewy, making me think once again about really beefy French onion soup. And it had a promise of more flavors that were coming. Roll cake is brilliantly layered so that even though it's a spun tobacco, it feels and tastes like a single deliberate flavor rather than a complex multi-layered taste like, let's say, dark twist. And by the way, far from being a nicotine bomb, I found Latakia roll cake to be soothing. The aftertaste at the end of the bowl left me with a feeling that there was still an ingredient that was just beyond the reach of my taste buds. It heightened my sense of curiosity and left me with a whisper in my ear. More, please. I had to have a second bowl.